The room carried the scent of lavender, heavy with the weight of unspoken truths. A white noise machine hummed steadily, masking the realities too raw to face outside these walls. Clara sat across from me in the therapist's office, her hands clasped tightly in her lap, her lips pressed into a thin line of defiance. Dr. Ellis lounged in her leather chair, pen scratching across her notepad, the sound faint but insistent, like a distant insect. I gripped my phone, its edges pressing into my palm. Then Clara's voice cut through the quiet, sharp and deliberate. "You're just jealous, Mark. You always have been." I hit play. The recording poured from the speaker, hers unmistakable, soft, intimate, giving pieces of herself to someone else I thought were mine. Her face froze, eyes widening as if the air itself had turned solid. The session had begun with a veneer of normalcy, or at least that's what I told myself. Clara's sharp floral perfume clung to the wool of her sweater as she leaned forward. Her words were precise, barbed. "He's possessive," she said to Dr. Ellis, her eyes darting to mine, daring me to respond. "He checks my phone, asks where I've been. It's exhausting." Her voice trembled, not with fear, but with a practiced fragility. I sat rigid on the leather couch, every heartbeat thudding in my ears. Possessive? I wanted to laugh. If only she knew what I had already discovered. Months ago, my trust had eroded. The late nights at the gallery no longer about art. They were about him. It began with subtle signs, the kind love blinds you to. A new, delicate gold necklace resting against her collarbone. A gift she claimed came from her sister, though I'd never seen her wear before. Her phone buzzing at odd hours. Fingers swiping away before I could see. The faint scent of cedarwood on her coat. Foreign, invasive. I rationalized everything, blaming my own paranoia. But doubt is a weed that thrives in cracks of certainty. By the time I downloaded the call recorder app, I wasn't seeking proof. I was seeking a reason to stay. Dr. Ellis tilted her head, glasses catching the dim light. "Mark, how do you respond to that?" Her tone was calm, clinical, yet it felt like a spotlight burning through me. I opened my mouth, but Clara cut me off, her words sharp as a knife. "He doesn't trust me. Never has." Her eyes locked onto mine for a flicker of something, guilt, fear, before the mask of practice cool returned. My thumb hovered over my phone. I could have let it slide, swallowed the accusations, played the role of the paranoid husband. But the weight of her lies pressed against my chest like stone. "I'm not jealous," I said, voice low and unsteady. "I'm not the one hiding things." Her lips parted, as if to protest, but I pressed play. The recording sprang to life. Her voice, soft and sultry, words I had secretly replayed through sleepless nights. "I can't stop thinking about you. Mark's asleep. He doesn't suspect anything." The room froze. Clara's breath hitched. Her hands gripped the armrests as if they could anchor her. Dr. Ellis's pen paused. The white noise machine droned on, oblivious. I hadn't planned to find it. 2 weeks earlier, borrowing her phone to call my mother, I noticed the app still recording. Curiosity, or instinct, made me listen. Her voice, warm in a way she hadn't shown me in months, spoke to someone named Ethan. She'd once called him a gallery curator, a colleague, but the way she said his name in the dark, curling around her tongue, told me he was far more. I copied the file and carried it, a poison tucked in my phone, until today. Clara's face crumpled, but only briefly. She straightened her jaw, voice brittle. "That's not what you think. Out of context." Dr. Ellis raised an eyebrow. "Can you explain the context, Clara?" I wanted to scream. Context? What context justifies whispering? "I need you, another man, while your husband sleeps beside you." But I stayed silent, hard a fist in my chest, waiting for her unraveling. She didn't unravel. She turned to me instead, eyes glistening with tears she could summon at will. "Mark, you don't understand. Ethan's just a friend." I was venting. Venting. The word hit like a slap. I remembered the nights I lay awake, her side of the bed cold, her excuses stacking like unpaid bills. Late meetings, client dinners, gallery openings. I wanted to believe her, because the alternative was a knife to the gut. But the recording didn't lie. It carried her truth, raw and unfiltered, suspended between us like smoke. Dr. Ellis leaned forward. Clara, this is a significant breach of trust. Can you acknowledge how this might feel for Mark? Clara looked away, twisting the hem of her sweater. I didn't mean to hurt him, she whispered. It wasn't physical. Physical. The word cut deep, confirming this was something else. Emotional, intimate, betrayal carved in whispers rather than touch. My throat burned. I hated how much I still loved her, how even now I wanted to believe her lies. The room felt too small, the air too thick. You mean to hurt me? I snapped, voice cracking with anger. You lied to my face for months. You let me think I was crazy. Clara flinched, but her eyes hardened. You were suffocating me, Mark. Always watching, always questioning. Ethan listened. Listened. I had spent years listening to her dreams, her fears, her endless plans for a gallery of her own. I had held her when her father died, when the world felt too heavy. And now, Ethan listened. Dr. Ellis tried to guide us back. Let's pause. Mark, can you share what you're feeling? What was I feeling? Rage, yes, but also grief, a bone-deep ache for the woman I thought I knew. I saw us in fragments. Our first date, her laughter in a rainy park. Our wedding, her hand warm in mine. Quiet mornings in bed, her feet tucked under me. Was it all a lie? Or just the parts I'd ignored? I feel like I don't know you. I finally said, voice barely above a whisper. Clara's tears fell. Real or not, I couldn't tell. I'm sorry, she said, hollow, an echo of someone already gone. Dr. Ellis suggested we end the session, to process separately. But as we left, Clara reached for my hand. I let her take it, skin warm, familiar. In the car, she stared silently out the window. My phone buzzed, a text from an unknown number. She's lying. Asked about the hotel. My stomach dropped. Ethan or someone else. The truth was a labyrinth, and I was lost within it.